Howdy, I'm Jacob. You're watching the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors. Today I want to give you a quick update on the Henry Ar7. Now this particular Ar7 has some modifications, but they are all external. Internally, this firearm is 100% stock from the factory. Nothing that I have done has any effect on reliability. Now in the past I've had a lot of issues with reliability and longevity with this firearm. I am trying to work diligently to get that squared away. Henry has been great to work with, and today we're going to do some just basic reliability testing with a few different ammos, and we are going to talk about the changes and what went wrong in the past. And then the next video after this one should be a long-term review. So let's get straight to it. Now, one of the first problems that I had with my Ar7 was with the factory supplied magazines. I started having a few reliability problems and the magazines just started falling apart. I don't know if you can see it here, this little wire right here bent. I tried bending it back, I tried adjusting the tension. Nothing that I did got these magazines back to where they were reliable once again. I could get them semi-reliable, but it just seemed like as soon as they lost whatever it is that they had from the factory, tension, geometry, whatever it is, I could never get that back. Henry was fantastic about that and sent me 2 new magazines straight out. They have amazing customer service. Here's the next problem that we had. The barrel. The barrel is one of the coolest parts about these Henry rifles because they're like 8 ounces. So you can see here my original factory barrel has a large indention at the top from the firing pin striking it. A bunch of people are ranting at their keyboards right now. It happens occasionally, and you can see that this barrel, what makes it so unique is that is a stainless steel sleeve inside of a plastic shell here, and this whole chamber all around here is plastic, and you only have that little piece of stainless steel for the sleeve. The barrel that they sent me is a little bit different. We still have the full plastic sleeve here. However, this around the chamber here is aluminum. Now you'll notice I've got a dent here. I had one accidental firing pin strike once again, and I'll show you now how I plan on mitigating that in the future. What I have done to try and protect the reliability and the long-term reliability of this firearm, as per Henry's advice, is I have purchased these little A-zoom guys. This is aluminum. Now, I should have purchased snap caps. I don't know how long-term these will hold up to the abuse of primer strikes. They may not be ideal, but they are going to protect my chamber for now. So I just load this up first, and then I load up the rest of my ammo. Now I will say, this is what Henry recommended I do. If Henry sells firearms or magazines that they recommend for reliability, you have one of those rounds, then I think Henry needs to provide those rounds with their product. I don't think that that is, you know, too extra or whatever. This is a survival rifle, so you can count your rounds all day. But guys, I know that you haven't been in a survival situation, but when you are in a survival situation, you've got a lot on your mind. You do not have a lot of sleep. You do not have a lot of food, and you're not always really on top of counting. So it should include those rounds with the gun when you purchase it, with instructions to use it, or these magazines should be designed so that round pops up at the end, kind of like the AR-22 long rifle magazines are, where the follower pops up after the last round to hold the bolt back. Smart, easy. I think that is one of the things that Henry should consider doing. Now this first mag is loaded with CCI Mini Mags. These are actually hollow point Mini Mags branded as Man Eater, or no, I'm sorry, Meat Eater. But these are, as far as I understand it, for bulk ammo, CCI Mini Mags are kind of considered the golden standard for reliability and consistency. So let's see if it runs. And real quick, let me mention, I'm only going to be running about 50 rounds today of various ammunitions, 2 mags per type of ammunition, going from high quality ammo to low quality ammo to lower velocity ammo, okay? Normally that is not a full reliability check, and that will come in my full review. The reason I'm doing this is we got to a point where I couldn't run half a mag. So this is a little bit of verification. So without further ado, we're just gonna do a little pew. All right, this is our second mag of Mini Mags. So far, so good. All right, empty mag, pull out my little zoomy zoom here. So 2 mags of Mini Mags, no problems whatsoever. That's only 14 rounds. What we're going to move to now is Remington Thunderbolt. I do not like Thunderbolts, guys. I love Remington golden bullets, but I'm not a huge fan of the Thunderbolts. Just in general, I'm less than pleased with reliability and accuracy, but I don't think they're the bottom of the barrel. We'll get to the bottom of the barrel next. All right, we have Remington Thunderbolts loaded up, 2 mags worth. Let's see how they shoot. See, first malfunction there. Went back in, let's see. I'm not cocked now. Okay, whatever. Same issue. I'm creating a double feed because I'm dumb. Alright, get out of there. There we go. Silly Billy. Doing all the things that I shouldn't do or wouldn't do with a fighting rifle, but... Alright, so far, not the best. Grab my blue bullet, and let's go to the next mag. The gun was completely cleaned, by the way, before this testing and oiled. Failure to eject. Did get the next round in though. Hopefully we're still cocked. Nope, we're not. Blast round, failure to insert. Maybe our chamber is getting a little dirty. Shouldn't be. Thunderbolt's not so great. We're gonna go over to the worst ammo that I have, that I've ever used. This is Obama or COVID era Federal. When 22 became almost impossible to find, almost everything that you found was Federal. This just crap. This is a bigger case of it. The other Federal ammunition that I've had has been, you know, most typically you find it in the like tan or beige boxes, and it's just the worst crap. I was actually going to do a video about how bad it is, and it's the most common ammo that you can find, and I still think it's crap. I was shooting recently in Texas with my Heritage carbine, and I literally went from banging steel every single shot to missing almost every shot, even at the closest and easiest to hit targets. Because although reliability wasn't a problem with the ammo, since it's a revolver, accuracy was horrible. And the thing is, it's really hard to find .22 ammo. I get that. It's getting more and more expensive. But if you can't hit your target with your ammo because the quality is so incredibly poor, then it takes the fun away from shooting. So what are you spending your money on? And this ammo is so bad that I'd even get complete failure to fires, failure to, you know, to ignite, light primer strikes and whatever. It's just the worst. So, Federal ammo. Right there. That round hit the primer, did not go off. Haven't had that problem with any other ammo except for Federal. But it appears that besides that one round, the rest were good, which is impressive. But yeah, these literally all the Federal ammo that I've bought in years, just crap. Oh, that's a stuck in the chamber there. Oh, last round. So, look at this. This is the problem that I have with this gun with reliability, is the round will actually scrape across the chamber. You can see the damage on the little snap cap there, and they'll get hung up. And it's interesting to see in the snap caps themselves, we actually have this issue. I think that this shows that this is an issue that is bigger than having a barrel that's damaged. It's bigger than having bad magazines. I think it's actually a geometry issue between the magazines, the feed ramp, and the chamber. The chamber finishing is very poor on these rifles for whatever reason. But here's what we want to do next. For cheap, accurate ammo, I think the golden standard, not that I'm the expert, is CCI standard velocity. So this is not competition ammo as I understand it. As I understand it, this is like the step before competition ammo. So basically, but it's less likely to cycle in an action because it's standard velocity as opposed to high velocity, so you don't got as much oomph in the rounds themselves. So I'll get these loaded up and we'll see how they do. Alright, standard velocity, I only loaded 5 rounds instead of 7 just because I was anal and didn't want to, and I wanted to take like an even number of rows from my ammo box. It's stupid, but whatever, we'll see if she runs. Very good. And that, hey, it just goes to show good quality ammo, guys. Even though it has less power and should be less reliable in a semi-auto, it runs because the other ammo is just crap. Now I don't know. These things are, I think this thing's too doggone cheap. Very, very impressive. That's awfully cool. So, the next ammo that we're going to try is Ely Match EPS. Why it says Remington on it, I don't know, but I believe it's manufactured by Ely. This, again, is a standard velocity ammo that should be harder for the firearm to cycle. it should be more accurate. And I believe, again, I'm not a competition 22 shooter, and that might sound silly to keep mentioning, but I know guys on this channel who watch my channel who are competition shooters, which is why I say that. I'm not a competition shooter, but as I understand it, there's an incredibly uniform wax coating on your target ammo, and that is part of where your reliability comes from. But also, I believe that can potentially make reliability in a semi-auto with a chamber that's not exactly set up for it to be less. And again, I may be completely wrong, but what I do expect of this ammo is consistency. The sizing of it should all be perfect. And so I think it actually probably has a better chance of being nice and reliable than that other bullcrap ammo that I have. What's interesting about this is it's actually in this incredibly hot and humid weather that we're in right now, the bullets are actually slimy. That's interesting. Look at that, smashed the nose of a round. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Smashed up at an angle. And look, here. Oh, I don't have it. The damage to this round is directly where the damage on my A-zoom cap was earlier. Again, I think it's indicative of larger problems in the design here. We're going to do another video pretty soon on what a survival rifle is, since a lot of people don't get it. They just don't understand what a doggone survival rifle is. Gets me all fired up. People have never been in a survival situation want to argue about a rifle and what its intended purpose is and tell me, just stop. Once again, bullet is smashed up in there. It's an interesting malfunction to clear because these magazines can make it very difficult to get out the design of the magazines here. Dang it. So we'll see. I'm gonna... No, I'm not. Never mind. I was gonna see if I could pull it back enough to recock it and then reload the same round, but... And we are down to our A-zoom, which did load appropriately. So, damage on the A-zoom caps. This one does not have any around the case. This one, however, has damage there from a few instances of getting jammed up. And that is where, when I have failures, these rounds are getting jammed up. So what I want to do now is I want to load up 2 more magazines of CCI Mini Mags and make sure that they still cycle appropriately. All right, back with our CCI Mini Mags, 7 rounds in, end of our testing here. Jammed up in there. That's it. We're on our A-zoom cap. All right, well, we had a dud with the CCI Mini Mags. Not a dud, that's the wrong word. We had a failure. I don't believe it's the ammo's fault. However, I do believe that if I clean out this chamber perfectly, clean and oil this whole gun, and run CCI Mini Mag specifically, not this dirty, crappy ammo, I believe that I could get a brick of ammo through this thing of CCI Mini Mag's 500 rounds with only a couple of failures, and for me, that would be acceptable. So I guess let's wrap this up. I will not be answering questions in the comment section below about the modifications because I'm going to answer them in the video. So if you ask, I'm going to tell you to watch the video. It's a Sig Sauer MCX folding cool guy thingamajig here. And the adapter for it is from Dan Haga Designs, or now I believe it's Haga Designs. If you look up AR7, AR adapter, or Dan Haga Designs AR7, any of that crap, you'll find it. Just Google it. I'm not sponsored by it. It's just what I buy. I like it. This is actually, I think, the first one that was ever made. It was a prototype that was accidentally listed. But whatever, that's what I got. We have a rail adapter for a full-size rail here. This is an American Defense mount with a Leopold VXR Patrol 1 to 4 power optic. So, what do I think? What are my impressions? I believe that the reliability on this rifle is acceptable when using premium ammunition and when using snap caps. But I am not happy with the rifle, and I do think I will probably sell it. And what I'm sad about is there is nothing on the market that is like what this rifle should be. The 1022 takedown, it just does, it's not quite there. And that's the thing that people usually bring up. The Marlin Papoose is absolutely not there. It's got issues. But yeah, I'm pretty bummed. Honestly, I'm probably gonna sell this crap here, sell the rifle, and go a different direction. Thank you for watching. I hope that you have a blessed day. I will be talking soon about what a survival rifle should be from the perspective of a airborne infantryman combat veteran slash survival guy. Did the boot camp for History Channels alone. Host survival classes, do survival trips. So from that perspective, both military and civilian in the survival field, let me tell you, the people who argue with me online about what a survival rifle is, who have never done anything, what a survival rifle is. Thank you for watching. I hope that you have a blessed day.